It's early. Everybody is still asleep and upstairs. And I came down here early to start my meal planning process for the month of March. And I decided I would, tag you guys along with me. And so just let you know that I get so many questions about why I meal plan, first of all, early. I always try to meal plan by the 15th of the previous month, or start by the 15th of the previous month. Why I meal plan early, why I meal plan for the full month. And I just want to talk about that. So if you are a person who stresses over, hey, or get the question from your family members all the time, what are we going to eat for dinner? What's for dinner? Or you're always constantly thinking about food or dinner because you're the person that is the one that grocery shops, or you're the person that has to budget it all out. This is the video for you. Okay, so I am excited because I tried to do this video last month, but the entire family got sick with the flu. And so now I'm going to try it again. And hopefully this is more detailed for you. It's giving me some time to really talk to you guys about not just the importance of meal planning, but also, the joy of it. I love doing it. I love it, and I have lots of tips for you. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, of course, is I'm going to highly recommend that you get a book that allows you to meal plan for a full year. This is a full year's calendar, and I get this from Designs by Planner Perfect, and you can start your booklet. You can customize it to start it whatever month you want it to start in. So for me, it's a 2023-24 book, and I started mine in September of last year, and it goes to August of this year. So in August of this year, I will be purchasing another meal planning book. And again, like I said, you can kind of customize it to your liking. You can choose whatever cover you want on it. With that, get you a meal planning book. Get you a brain dump book as well. So I use Astrology 365 for all things like meal planning, anything that I want to plan. I test out pens in here. I test out markers. I test out layouts. I do everything you can think of in my Astrology. I write notes down for, video ideas, things like that. So this is what I use to kind of like just throw out all the ideas. Everything goes in here before I transfer it over to my actual meal plan, and this is a more neat version of it. So let's talk. First, I want to talk about why I meal plan so early, like 2 weeks in advance. I meal plan 2 weeks in advance because it gives me the opportunity to have 2 weeks to kind of shop deals, look around. I know in my area, when it comes to buying meat, we have a lot of, stores that do this thing called Pick 5. So you get 5 for $20, 5, whatever meats. As long as it has like the sticker on it, you can buy 5 packs of hamburger. You can buy 5 packs of steak strips. You can buy 5 packs of leg quarters. So I love those deals, and I try to catch them as much as possible. And if you have that in your area, comment below and tell me, how do you buy your meat in bulk? So if I don't buy my meat through Pick 5, I always go to this local grocery store. I know a lot of you call it in your areas or in the South Piggly Wiggly. It is not the Piggly Wiggly. It reminds me of a Piggly Wiggly, but for me, it's called here in my area, it's called Fresh for Less. So I love Fresh for Less because they actually take the meats from the local farmers in the area, and they sell it at the grocery store. And I think it's like at cost plus 10%. So they're not even touching on the traditional grocery stores where you're buying, like, where meat gets really high. I think that's one of the reasons why I love to shop local, is because they really care about your pockets. They really care about that. So I plan early enough to catch deals, to properly plan. I also plan for the full month, because really planning for the full month just works for us. My husband's salary is once a month. It's not weekly or bi-weekly. I have a $1,500 monthly food allowance for every month. And y'all, we started this, I want to say, when I was pregnant with Zoran. My monthly food allowance was like $600. And so just think about it. He's just turning 3, and it's gone up. It's gone up double that, more than double that. So yeah, I am just like over the prices, but every month I get in, and I'm very intentional about making sure that we're getting more bang for our buck, and that's really important to me. So I plan for the month, but I break down my shopping to weekly. And planning for the month kind of takes out the guesswork of me having to ever think about, like, what are we having for dinner. And I also have this thing on the fridge. I put this on the fridge. I'm going to start filling this out so that the kids don't even have to ask me anymore, because yeah, this is going to be out for them to be able to see, to know what's going on. And I'm going to try to write small enough so that I can put, breakfast, lunch, and dinner on one day. And then there's a little section here where it has notes, and I'll just like put notes, or allow them to put notes, or whatever they want to do. All right, so I want to explain the importance of meal planning. I think a lot of people think that meal planning is a waste of time. And it is a waste of time if you're not going to actually implement it and make it a part of your routine. It keeps you consistent. It keeps me consistent. It keeps me from buying out. I'm one of those big people where if I see something that I like out, I'm a sushi girl. I love sushi. So one of the things that I try to make at least once a month or every other month is a dish called sushi bake. I found it on TikTok. And so I'm big on taking what I like to buy out and trying to somehow recreate it here at home at cost. So I'm still enjoying my love for sushi, and not having to pay, 20, 30, maybe sometimes $40 for it. I don't want to do that anymore. Meal planning also helps me save time. One of the things over the last 3 months or so, I have been implementing trying to do more freezer meals. So what the freezer meals allow me to do is the night before, when I know I want a freezer meal or I've planned for a freezer meal, I will take the freezer meal out of the freezer and just let it sit out and thaw out. And then first thing in the mornings, I throw it in my crock pot and I let it cook for the day. When I tell you those are my easiest days, I don't have to think about what's for dinner. I always want to try to eat or have dinner or have them sitting down to eat by 5:30. You guys know I try to retire between 6 and 6:30 to go upstairs to prepare for the next day and rest and, do all those things. So cutoff time for me for dinner is like 5:30, and I start dinner when I don't do a freezer meal. I want to say dinner starts, my prepping for dinner starts around 3:30, 4 o'clock. That way I know by 5:30 we're eating. So I want to make sure that in this video I'm not only meal planning, but I'm also providing you with some pro tips. Let's break down how I plan my meals. So I start by the first day. So for March, I believe the first is on a Friday. That is the first day. I don't start Monday through Friday. I start by day one of the calendar month. So I will plan. It's 31 days in March. I am planning for 16 meals. And of course, you guys know, if you're planning effectively and efficiently, for me and my family of 6, we don't mind leftovers. I'm not a leftover person after the second day. So I plan meals, unless it's spaghetti. That's different. Spaghetti is good forever. But so I always plan for the day and the day after. So I make it one meal every 2 days. That also kind of helps me break down the cost a little bit. So in the first week of every month, I have $300 set aside just for all of my meat purchases. That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So for the first week, and then each week after that is a $300. It's $300. So the first week is $300 plus the meat. So I allot the first week between $500 and $600 because I still have to plan for the week as far as food is concerned, and then plan for the full month as far as meat is concerned. I do that because I found that when I buy all my meat all at once, I save more. The very first month that I did that, I think I spent about $275 for the full month of meat. But guess what? When the next month came, that went down to like $240. Then the next month came and that went down to like $90. So I realized what I did was, by buying a bulk, I was able to buy more, and I had enough left over for the following month. And so first of all, I feel like I'm talking and rambling, and you guys, I'm so sorry. But so I break it down by the month. But once I have it all broken down and know what days I'm going to start on, I go into my pantry and I shop my pantry and I see what I have in my freezer already. I number my pages 1 to 31, and that's what I'm going to do with you guys today. Numbering it from 1 to 31, and then I'll take that sheet into the pantry and start making meals out of what I already have done. So let's just say I have 4 meals that I have already created. So out of the 16 meals, I already know that there are 4 here that I can work with. And then from there, I start with the 5th meal at the grocery store. If I already have half of what I need, I only just buy the other half at the grocery store, which also includes savings for me. All right, so communication with the family. My family and we communicate through an app called Telegram. And so around the 15th of every month, right when I'm getting ready to sit down, I send out a message. Hey, what do you guys would like to have? Everybody gets to choose one meal. Like, what would you like to have for dinner? I make sure that I include them in on the process. And I always say I'm very, very open. I literally go to my planner, not this one, but my actual planner, and I look in the planner and I look for birthdays, holidays, and I make sure, okay, is this a month that we need to eat out? Like, date night is separate from my grocery budget for me and my husband, so I don't include that in the groceries. But I ask them, what do you like, what do you guys are in the mood for this coming month? What I do make sure I do, though, is when I go into that calendar, I look for March, there is nothing going on. So I make sure I communicate with them. March is a month that we will not be eating out or ordering in. I have no reason or no purpose to eat out. Keep that in mind. Communicating with your family is so important. Find a way to communicate with everybody all at once. all in one. And so I give my family a deadline. Hey, I need to know if you guys want something special in March, and I need to know by Friday at 5 p.m. And I've never had a problem with them not being able to get that information over to me. I heavily consider all of their suggestions and their wants when I meal plan. I want to talk to you guys about the March challenge that my friend and Megan and I are doing together. We would love for you guys to join in with us for the March Crockpot Madness. Now, if you have not seen my post in the community tab, I posted it on Friday, February the 16th, and it's this right here post. You need to look for that post, that picture, and we're just so excited. So what this is you basically are spending the entire month of March making crock pot meals, one pot meals, or Instapot meals. You get to choose if you want to do it once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, every day in the week, however you want. It's not hard. It's not something we want to be demanding for you. We want you to have fun, but we also want you to share along. If you have a YouTube channel or you share like short videos like shorts, TikToks, we want you to join in. We want you to get the word out. So the hashtag that you need to use is March Crockpot Madness. That is the hashtag every time you post a video for this challenge. Also, if you're doing any long form videos or any vlogs for this challenge, be it one video a week or however many times you choose to post your video, it's up to you now, not us. We're not making your schedule. We're not telling you what to make. Basically, this is a challenge for homemakers, stay-at-home mom, any mom. There's no limit. If you feel like you want to join in on this challenge, you're more than happy to join us. We just ask 2 things. In the description of the video that you're posting, you make sure you tag us, provide us with the video link so we can add it to the March Crockpot Madness playlist, and as well as include the recipe of whatever it is you're making down in the description box area. Why are we asking this? Because people want to know what you're making, and if they like what you're making, they're going to want to make it too for their family. 2, people want to join in if they are following, or they can come over to the video to basically to the post, if you want to tag the post so that they can read the full instructions on how to join and participate themselves. We're creating a master playlist of everyone who's participating in this challenge, and so when someone chooses to, hey, they just want to watch the entire playlist, it's not going to only benefit us, it's going to benefit you as well. So we want your videos to get eyes on whatever it is that you're doing as well. As many eyes as possible. Documenting your journey, using the hashtag, making sure you tag us in your description, making sure a recipe is down in the description as well. And if you found a recipe somewhere on a blog or a video somewhere else, just, give that person credit and put it down in your description. And also, once a week in my videos, for everyone who's participating, I will be giving a shout out to all the different videos in my description for you all to be able to watch. The hashtag and the tagging me in some of your videos kind of helps me keep track of who's in the challenge with us, so that when I do my shout outs, I'll know exactly who I need to tag in my videos. So that's another reason. All right, and so the other thing is that don't go more than a week without giving an update or a video. That's it. Like I said, you can do as many videos as you want, but we ask that you do at least 1 video per week. All right, so I hope you want to join us. It's going to be super fun. It's content for you. It's like getting you out there. It doesn't matter what your channel is about. If you are a mom or you have a family and you have to prepare meals, this is the perfect challenge for you. I welcome all of you to come and join us. I have the best thing for you. First of all, I don't even know. I use it. I have 2 friends that use it faithfully and they love it. So I was like, you know what? I completely forgot. I never really shared this with anybody, but I have 2 companions that I would love to introduce to you. You can find the link in my description to find it. But the first one is the complete meal companion. And so basically it's a printable, and each time you meal plan you get to just print this out and use it. So for both companions, they are $7 each, and again, like I said, you can find them. They are digital products you can print and use at any time, and I would love your support to have these right here on hand when you are meal planning, or if you want to have something where you're wanting to save money and seeing where all your money is going to when it comes to buying food for the house. All right, so where do I find my meals? I find my meals mainly in 4 places. I get ideas from ChatGPT. ChatGPT is like my BFF. Like, it helps me do everything. So ChatGPT, TikTok, you guys, it has a wealth of different recipes, and I'm a visual person, so TikTok is like a gold mine for me. The 3rd place I like to find meals is food blogs. I love food blogs. I swear by them. And then the 4th place is Facebook groups. There are so many people that are like looking for ways, not just looking for meal ideas, but to feed their family at cost, like on a budget. So I don't go to Pinterest anymore. I feel like Pinterest, and in the beginning of my journey, Pinterest was my go-to place. But what I realized with Pinterest is I started to see the same things over and over again. It was way too cookie cutter for me. Like, I'm not the type of person that perfectionism doesn't appeal to me. It's like, like it's the same stuff over and over again. So I do not go on Pinterest anymore. I also love recipes.com. That is one of the places that my mom told me about, and I have used also faithfully. So I would say the 5 would be recipes.com, ChatGPT, TikTok videos, sometimes YouTube. I forgot about YouTube, Facebook groups, and food blogs. So keep those things in the forefront of your mind. I will also have all this stuff down in the description so that you can find or write all this information down, because it is a lot. It's a lot. All right, so now I am getting ready to get started with the meal planning. I have literally talked and now it's time to plan. So get your pen, get a piece of paper, your notebook, whatever it is you use to plan, and let's get started. because we're doing the crock pot, I got halfway through my list and realized, oh snap, we're doing the challenge, the crock pot, one pot, or instant pot challenge for March. So I had to like scratch out a lot and then start over. I'm just gonna run off these meals because just know that they're either gonna be a one pot, crock pot, or instant pot, okay? So we're gonna do, I'm going to do spaghetti, chicken and broccoli pasta, collard greens, rotisserie chicken, barbecue pulled chicken, a roast, black eyed peas, egg, noodle, and chicken soup, beef and broccoli. You know how you have stuffed cabbage? It's basically like a stuffed cabbage rolls. One of my favorite and easy meals to make is sausage, potatoes, and peppers. So that is going to be one. Peppers and onions, sausage and potatoes. That's like casserole style, but I'm going to do it all in a crock pot. Hawaiian chicken, Salisbury steak and onions, barbecue ribs, flank steak for tacos, and chili. Those that is what I'm going to have for the month of March. Now, what I'm doing for shopping is I'm going to take these meals and I'm going to run off another list, and it's going to be a list full of just what I need as far as meat goes. Then what I do is I have a separate list for meat, and then I will break off the first 7 days of meals, and I'll just kind of like write 4 columns, and for each column is a week. So then I will meal plan. I am a person, I don't like to make my grocery list off of a master list. I like to break my grocery list down. So the first 7 days, which is spaghetti, chicken and broccoli pasta, collard greens, rotisserie chicken, is going to be my very first week's list as far as like groceries go for dinner. So from this list, I then go to my pantry. I see what I already have, and then I'll make my list off of that, and then I will go to grocery shopping. Also, another pro tip. I know I planned out these 16 meals. My suggestion to you is to have an additional 5 to 6 meals on your list as a backup, or a food, like just a food bank backup, because you never know what may come up. You never know if you want to host to have someone over for dinner. Just always have you at least 5 additional meals that you can just quickly make. I am huge on 30-minute meals. All right, so this is the bulk of my meal planning video. So unfortunately, because we're still in the middle of February, I can't really show you how I shop right now. I can't really show you how like my grocery haul or anything like that. So that will be in the coming videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you got some good use out of it, and that you take the necessary steps to properly plan your meals so that you're not stressed out, you're not always being asked what's for dinner, and you are making the best use of your time each and every day. So I hope that I'll have more videos like this for you guys to come. Go ahead and drop down in the comments what you like, what you do, because I know I'm still learning. I learn a lot from others. I don't know everything. I just know what works for me right now. That could change next month because it has changed drastically over the past year. So let me know what you like. Let me know if there's any suggestions, and maybe you've heard me say something and you're like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. Let me know. I'm an open book, and I also am the type of person that I love to learn from others as well. So yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video.